Hi friends, and welcome to another episode of From Behind My Chair. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Syndie. I have about 40 years of experience in the beauty industry, and I have about 40 million stories about being in the beauty industry. So time to time, I share those with my co-hosts, my friends. They come in and they share stories with me. So if you like what you hear today, maybe you consider subscribing. I don't know. And speaking of subscribers, my subscribers, you guys, you are the reason why I come back every week to deliver these stories. Because of you guys. You guys like my stories, and I like delivering them, so I do that for you. Okay, now with that out of the way, I want to say I'm sitting here in the beautiful patio area of ArchiTexture in downtown Ventura. This is a salon that my friend owns. My friend, Erika Harding. Yay! My guest co-host for today. She owns ArchiTexture in, it's not, is it downtown? It's
Midtown.
Midtown. I'm sorry, I screwed that up again.
Okay.
Midtown Ventura, beautiful salon. I'm in the patio area. Super beautiful out here. All these plants, and her puppies are so cute. And she is my guest co-host for this episode. Her and I go way back, way back. We worked together in the early 90s. We have the same mentor. We were educators together. We have both been on the platform as educators. We've given classes, and we have lots of stories about stuff that we've done. Take it away, Erika. What else? What else is there?
Well, I've been doing hair since the late 80s. And I now have my barber license as well.
You do? Mm-hmm. Wow, congratulations.
Dual license.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Really means nothing, but hey.
Well, I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have. You know, yeah. You got bragging points right there. Yeah.
Sure. Extra school. What else? I've been an educator since we were together. I think it was the beginning of my education career. I've worked for many manufacturers.
Our mentor kind of pushed us into the pool. The salon that we worked at with our mentor, he kind of pushed us into being educators, because I remember I really didn't want to do it. I think Erika was more on board, and she was like, we're doing this, we're giving classes, we're on the stage, we're doing all this. And I was a little apprehensive, but I did it. And I did it with Erika in the beginning, so it was fun and so many wonderful
And we were
memories.
lucky to be on board with a very major brand in the beginning.
We were, yeah.
The owner still owned it.
Yeah.
And he was very ahead of his time.
Absolutely.
Being ecological and very scientific based in his branding, and it way ahead of his time. Today he would be doing well. Yes. It was fun.
Well, and not only that, our mentor at the time was one of the top 100 educators of the century. And some of the people on that list were not even alive. So I feel very fortunate to have mentored under him. He is incredible. And I usually don't say names, but I'm going to say Hans Wolf. Hans Wolf, you're incredible. And thank you so much. You are like the master, and you have created many of fabulous hairstylists with super duper talents. I mean, there's a lot of, and I call us day cut-ins, because we all came from the same group of salons that were all owned by our mentor Hans Wolf. Okay, so I cut you off. Tell us what else you do, because she's got a lot of hobbies. She's a busy girl.
Well, I've worked for a lot of different companies from back then, and as an educator, and then as a platform artist, and I became an education manager for one of the companies. So I was in the corporate world for a while, and then I came back to the salon.
I didn't know you did that.
I did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I was a brand manager, and
wow. I just remember you
done it all.
Owning your own salon for as far back as I can remember, since we kind of split up.
20 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you're like barely 20 years old. I don't know how that is
24.
possible. Oh, sorry. She was 4 years old when she started, people.
And then I am a volunteer with the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. I do work with the mounted unit. We do some mounted enforcement, search and rescue, and a lot of PR stuff.
Wow.
So that's a lot of fun. I just got done working the fair, so it's been a long couple of weeks.
You keep busy.
Yes. I have 2 horses.
Yes. You're an equestrian. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
she's a lover of animals. That's why I love her so much. Look at this.
Lover
of animals. Yes. I love it.
These guys are with me every day at the salon.
So
they work really hard.
And little Mouse is down here. Not an actual mouse. It's a dog named Mouse. He's
his brother.
His brother. Are they actual real brothers?
They're Irish twins. Yeah.
Oh, they're so cute. I love them.
6 months apart.
I love these little furries. So, Erika, how about a story? I know you have some.
Well, I was thinking about when we were educators together and we did a show at Bimbo's in San Francisco.
San Francisco. Woo!
And there was a young lady involved with our crew who was dating Steven Seagal.
Yes. Oh man, are we talking about this? Because this story goes way deeper than, one day in the salon, a client had said, she was thumbing through a magazine and she had told Hans, the owner, our mentor, look at this bimbo with the big boobs who's dating Steven Seagal. Excuse me.
That was his daughter.
And he said, I like big boobs, and he walked away. We were all like, we didn't know what to say. We were frozen because that was his daughter, and a lot of people didn't know that his daughter was dating Steven Seagal. So this particular show that she's talking about in San Francisco, we were part of the crew that we did the backstage prepping of all the models is what we did. So I think it was like a couple of days of prepping for this big show, this big hair show. And
we were out back and this limo pulls up. Yeah, we were in the alley. This big old limo pulls up and out comes a guy in an orange robe.
He was like a guru. He had like, like the robe and the thing
and then Steven Seagal.
He had the pyramids. Yeah, we're like looking at each other like, what the F is going on here? And so the guru comes out and he's got like these chanty beads or something. And Steven Seagal is very like Zen, and we're like, oh, we're like, oh, okay, like, you can't get, what do you call it, starstruck, because working with Hans, you see celebrities, you just got to be chill, just be chill, people, chill. So Steven Seagal sitting there with his guru is like, what is going on here? But it's just another day working with the man, so it was what it was, right? But it was.
That reminds me of another story I have. I worked in a salon in Thousand Oaks, and our manicurist was Vietnamese. Mm-hmm. And he, what was his name? Peter or something. He was hilarious. Very in your face, And I had a friend that came in who had long hair, a white guy, long hair. And after he leaves, he goes, oh, he looked just like Steven Seagal. And I go, no, he doesn't look anything like Steven Seagal. And he goes, oh no, he had long hair. He looked just like Steven Seagal. And I'm like, no, he doesn't look. He has a lot of hair. Steven Seagal doesn't have a lot of hair.
We know what he looks like. Personally, like we were
Steven Seagal's tall and skinny. This friend of mine was like 5'6". Well, like no, he goes, oh, we're all looking like.
We all look alike. Okay. Alrighty.
Which reminds me of another story of someone that you and I used to work with.
Okay.
Who was also Vietnamese. And he was a pro at consultations. I loved watching him give consultations because...
Okay, you gotta clue me on to who this is. So that's what
I was giving you a clue.
Oh yeah! I love him. I got a good story.
English was not his first language.
It was not.
So he made up for it in his lengthy consultations. And back then we didn't have phones, so we had
also he has a little bit of a lisp. So he does not speak very good English, and he has a little bit of a lisp. Okay.
So we have these hair magazines. So he would really, you want blonde, you want, and the client shows him this picture of the hair that she wanted, and he said, and I shit you not, I was walking by when he said it, but you know pretty like her. I went, that is, and I had to hold it until I got to the back room, and I just let it go. But in all fairness, what he meant is you're not the same pretty. He didn't mean it as in you're not pretty.
Yeah, you're
a different kind of pretty. You're not pretty like her.
Right. He didn't have the extensive vocabulary.
That client loved him, but I almost died. I almost died. But you know pretty like her.
I wish, you know, he lives in Florida, and I wish he still lived here because I have mad love for him. He was my party buddy. We would hang out. We would go to karaoke together, and karaoke, that type of karaoke is different than our kind of karaoke because we do it in a dark room.
Yeah, it's very intimate.
We would go out to eat together, and he would say, Syndie, tell waitress, I need fuck. And I said, you tell her you need fuck. Tell her, I need fuck. And I'm like, you tell her you need fuck. And then so the waitress came over. She was like, excuse me, do you need something? She goes, I said, yeah, he needs fuck. She's like, fuck, fuck, fuck. I go, oh, fork. He needs fork. I'm like, hello. I used to like to F with him all the time. I got stories about him. I love him. I love him. I love him. And he was my buddy. And we hung out. We were like besties for a long time. I love him so much.
I miss him. He was great.
I miss it. He was great. We have worked with some characters. We have absolutely worked with some characters. Her and I, a lot of our peers were from different places. I think like Ukraine and Vietnam and just a lot of different places. So I think Germany as well. So sometimes communication, not being able to verbalize what you want to say. Sometimes things really come out wrong and backwards, and I have lots of stories of those days, but I got to save those for another time. That was just, yeah, fun. But those were fun days. They were totally fun. We traveled, and yeah, her and I shared a hotel room a lot in those days. Yeah, and oh my gosh, remember when we were in San Francisco? This was like in the early 90s, I believe. And the bathroom was like co-ed, and it was tripping me out because like where I'm from, there was no co-ed restrooms. It was just a restroom.
It's San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco.
And the mermaid behind the bar and the water tank, and a fish tank, a huge fish tank behind the bar.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's a very famous bar.
Yeah, I partaked in the celebratory drinkies, a lot of them. Yeah, lots of fun. Yeah, and our mentor was a partier. Oh man, yes, we used to party. Red wine, and that's not for me. Red wine's not for me. No, thank you. But yeah, fun. Okay, how about another story? Give me one more story.
As you know, there was a point in time where I did a lot of weddings. At one point, our team would do over 300 weddings a year.
Yep. Yeah.
So we did a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
And my favorite wedding story, people always ask me, you know, how many bad bridezillas did you have? And honestly, I didn't.
Did you send them to me?
I was lucky that I did. Yep.
Wait,
I'm just kidding.
Sirens, sorry. Little pause. Sirens. We're outside. Okay, go on. Go, girl.
So I was lucky to not have many, if any, bad bride stories, but I do have a great bride's mother story.
Yay.
You
Bring
ready?
it on. Ready.
Okay, so I always do a preview for the bride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we do a practice run, do their hair and their makeup, so they know what they're going to get on their wedding day. And this is 15, 20 years ago, before we had digital cameras on our phones.
Right.
So I would take pictures and then go to Longs and print them out. So
This is us before technology.
Yeah.
Technology is like freaking great, because in our days, we didn't have all this kind of stuff. So things were like on the slow side. So
I would have reference photos on the wedding day, and then I'd staple them to their contract and have their pictures. Mm-hmm. So this bride lives in Grover Beach. Never met her before. It was a referral. So she makes an appointment for her preview. And then I get a call from Mother. I need a preview. Okay, well, that's not standard,
Right.
but I'm happy to do that for you.
Right.
Cool.
At an extra charge. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
For free.
So Mom and Dad live in Pasadena.
Oh, wow.
They show up. Mom, and you'll understand this, Mom grew up on the streets in East LA. She was hardcore.
A little hard, yeah.
Dad owns a high-end construction company in Pasadena.
Wow.
Mom and Dad have been married and divorced to each other 3 times.
Wow. Rough.
Okay? And I've learned all this since they've walked in the door.
Oh, wow.
So Dad, even though I take my own pictures, Dad is taking photographs and video of Mom's preview. So I have reference.
Just in case you don't remember.
Meanwhile, he's on the phone every 15 minutes with daughter coming down from Grover Beach to update us on her travels. Because I'm worried about she gonna make it on time.
Okay, so you're doing her.
I'm doing her mom's preview right now.
Mom is first and daughter's after.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my anxiety is going way, way up because if they're this intense, how bad is she going to be?
Because we feed off energy. That energy transfers onto us, and it's like pressure, especially wedding day. Whoop,
you know,
pressure.
a Latina from East LA.
Hey, girl, she's gonna wreck you. She's gonna wreck you.
I'm scared, right?
You're tough, Erika.
I'm so scared.
Come on,
like
girl.
she's making me nervous. How difficult is this bride going to be? So finally, bride shows up. She is everything that I did not expect.
Really?
She was so easy. She and her groom were both managers at Circle K in Grover Beach. Like, so down to earth, so chill. Like, do whatever. Oh, yeah, it looks great.
Wow.
Awesome.
No, I love that.
I don't want a lot of makeup.
I love easy. I love easy.
She had like a 5-carat diamond on her ring.
What? From Circle K?
I'm sure Mom and Dad bought it because Mom.
Okay.
You get where I'm going with this. Mom was driving the bus.
Okay.
Of everybody's bus. Okay. We're on Mom's bus. So the day of the wedding comes. And I really wasn't worried because I knew that it's all about the bride, right? This is the bride's day.
We have a plan. There's a plan in place.
And she's so chill. It's going to be easy. So
yeah,
it's at the Biltmore in Santa Barbara.
Nice.
So I get to the room, and there's this huge mirror. You know, in hotels, everything's attached to the wall, physically attached to the wall. This huge, like 8-foot mirror that she's got the groomsmen dismantling from the wall, so she would have something to look at while I'm doing her hair.
Oh my gosh.
This is not the bride. This is Mom.
Oh, this is the mom. Sometimes moms think it's their wedding. They want to relive it again.
It's her bus.
Yeah.
Her bus. We're just all on it.
So did you do her 4th wedding? I mean, because she was probably at that point planning her
next wedding. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Crazy.
It was awesome. The bride was so super chill. It was great.
Yes. One day I'm going to dedicate a whole episode to my bridezillas. And when I dedicate that whole episode to my bridezillas, it's because I no longer do brides besides my own clients.
Same.
I do not do outside because I promise you, when that stupid show Bridezillas first aired, all of my clients that came out of town, that found me through other people and wanting me to do their hair, and I didn't know them. They found me through word of mouth or through I don't know how they found me. They were Bridezillas. Difficult, so I just do my people. It keeps me sane. So Bridezillas, that show has just fucked me, so not doing it. So yeah, that was a good one. And I need to write that down. I have a list of stories that I'll be telling, and that's one of the big stories I need to tell. Wow. You bring back some bad memories, girl. we were on a roll of good stories. I'm like, yes, that was fun and laughing. And it's like, then you take me down a notch to Bridezillas. Yeah. Well, that's how the industry rolls, though. You know what I mean? You got your good days, you got your bad days, you got your fun people, and you got your bloodsuckers. You know, you got all of it.
Soul suckers.
Yep, soul suckers, not bloodsuckers, soul suckers. Yes. Well, I want to thank Erika. I forget where I met. I just did Andrea's the other day. Erika! I want to thank Erika for hanging out with me today. Erika, you have been so great. Thank you for these stories and bringing up all of these memories of the fun things that we did and the stories that we couldn't tell. We're going to keep those. Yeah, because those were some fun times. Erika, all of your information is going to be linked in the box below. So is there anything else that you want to share with us today? Any stories, anything? I
don't think so.
Okay, so Erika's information is going to be listed in the box below. And I want to thank you guys for coming along today. Thank you for hanging out. And please like and subscribe. And I shall see you guys next week. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.